Guys, you can see that here the workload information. Only 4 ports are running over there. Two is for IST/IO, one is GKE Connect and AIS. I'm going to duplicate session of the putty. Now going to copy the kubeconfig file from the admin workstation. I can use this kubeconfig file for accessing the user cluster environment. Let me export in this shell. After performing this step, no need to provide the kubeconfig file for user cluster in every command. I can fire the I'm going to fire the kubectl info, show you the cluster information. Now I'm going to deploy the Nginx. It's created. Let's see the port status. It's showing creating. Now the port status is showing running. Now I'm going to expose the Nginx. Let me do that. The service is exposed. Guys, we have to let's see the service kubectl get svc. The external IP is this. Once we will curl, it will show the output. Curl and this. Yeah, it's showing welcome to Nginx. It's mean it's working. And this deployment will show under this workload. Let's refresh it. This is the Nginx pod, which this is the Nginx pod, which I created over the on-prem environment, but details are showing under the GKE as well. Also, we can manage the workload from GKE as well as from the on-prem environment console. Let's deploy one more deployment. I'm going to deploy a Hello deployment over the on-prem environment. After that, we will try to create a deployment from GCP Marketplace as well. Let's check the ports. Yeah, hello ports are there. Now going to expose the service via node pod. Now I'm going to create and apply ingress configuration file. Let's check the status of the ingress. And after a few seconds, it will be accessible. And as this is the ingress and L7 load balancer, it will divert the traffic on the basis of path. Here I supply the path this, and it will show this value. If I will change this path, it will show me the different value. Yeah, you can see that. Previously it's showing this. Right now it's showing hello Kubernetes only. Ingress IP is ending with 5, ISTI ingress, and we can access the workload via ingress IP as well. Either we can access it through this, or we can access it through this. I replace this value with IP address, and output will be same. Now I'm going to first of all I'll show you this workload over the GKE. Here you can see that hello deployment is showing there, and the port details is 3 out of 3. In previous two scenarios, we set up the workload over the CLI from our data center. Now I'm going to set up the workload via marketplace. Just type here the marketplace. I'm going to deploy the WordPress. This is the estimated monthly price. To deploy it, need to click over the launch. And need to enable the required APIs. Let me search the details again. Yeah, I'm going to deploy it under the. Let me re-verify the application name. Yeah, this is the application name. This WordPress is without any cost, I think. Yeah, there will be no cost, but previous one was having some charges. That's why I dropped that particular option. For deploying the WordPress, you have to click over the configure, sorry, and then you have to supply the information over there. I'm choosing it over the user cluster one. The namespace will be default and the application name will be WordPress-1. Going to choose the standard and the size will be 5Z. Again going to choose the standard and the size will be 5Z. Click over the I accept and then deploy. It will deploy the application. Right now I deploy the WordPress application from the marketplace. An application will deploy over the on-prem Anthos cluster. Let's see the status from the cluster side. CTL get ports. It's going to create a WordPress application. These three ports will be deployed. One is completed and remaining two will be deployed. Yeah, it's working. Here it will not show any details. Now configuring the ingress to access the application. Here just see that service and ingress option. And here you can see the details. It will show the details over there. Thanks guys for watching this. Uh, let's see the workload details. Right now these are the workloads which running over there, and we can either delete the deployment or pods from the CLI, as well as we can delete it or manage it from the GKE console. Also, we can delete the WordPress from here as well. Just click over the delete and it will delete the application deployment. Here you can see that there will be here we don't have any WordPress deployment. Now we have only two deployments, Hello and Nginx. We can also delete it from the GKE console, and we deployed it from the CLI. Let's move towards the workload and select the Hello deployment and just click over the delete option. It will delete the Hello. Just move here. It's showing terminating, and now port will be deleted. Status is showing terminating. Also, we can delete the Nginx as well. It's showing terminating. Yeah, right now we don't have any ports. We don't have any ports under the default namespace. 3 deployments under GKE system and 1 is under Anthos identity service. Thanks guys for watching this.